بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
اقتربت الساعة وانشق القمر وإن يروا
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I would like to welcome you all to this course. This is perhaps one of the most studied texts on Arabic grammar. Al-Ajrumiyyah is an excellent introduction to the Arabic grammar. It has withstood the test of time and has been around for over 7 centuries, really gaining worldwide acceptance. So we wrote the name of the text, Al-Ajrumiyyah, and we also have the author of the text, who is Abu Abdullah Muhammad ibn Muhammad ibn Dawud as-Sinhaji, also known as Ibn Ajrum. And the text was named after its author, Ibn Ajrum. He was born in 672 years after the Hijrah, and he died 723 years after the Hijrah. May Allah have mercy upon him. We will go through this text line by line, giving examples and offering an easy, digestible explanation in order for the viewers to understand the text. And many of our examples are from the very famous but more modern explanations known as Tuhfat as-Saniyah bi Sharh al-Muqaddamat al-Ajrumiyyah, and this is by Muhyiddin Abdul Hamid. May Allah have mercy upon him. And I recommend that you download the Matan Al-Ajrumiyyah along with the Sharh, along with the explanation, Tuhfat as-Saniyah, and that you also have your pen and paper handy with you, along with your notebook, in order to take notes, inshallah ta'ala. And let's begin. First of all, we began with the Basmalah, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and this is the same manner, of course, that the Quran begins with, but it's also in following the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And of course, his famous narration is that every good thing which is not started or began, that does not begin with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, is severed or is cut off. And here it implies that it's cut off from barakah, or that it's cut off from blessings. So we start off with our Basmalah, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And the author, he mentions Al-Kalam. He begins by giving an explanation of Kalam. Al-Kalamu huwa al-lafdhu al-murakkabu al-mufidu bil-wad'i. So Al-Kalam here, Al-Kalam huwa al-lafdhu al-murakkabu al-mufidu bil-wad'i. Which is, translated to speech. So Al-Kalam is speech. Speech is pronounced or expressed and is beneficially composed, and it's assigned, which implies, meaning that it's assigned a meaning. So first of all, we know that speech is Al-Kalam is translated into speech. So we want to divide speech into, there's two different meanings or two different understandings of speech. So first of all, you have the linguistic understanding. And this is the meaning which includes the conditions agreed upon by the Arabic linguist. The linguist right here, Al-Lughawiyyin. So you have the linguistic understanding. These are, they have conditions agreed upon by the Arabic linguist, and you have the grammatical. Grammatical. And these include conditions agreed upon by an-Nahwiyyin, or the Arabic grammarians. Right here, the Arabic grammarians. So the linguists, in their condition, the conditions that must be met is that, their definition, the linguistic definition or the linguistic meaning is that it is a mode of expression that proves to be of benefit to its recipient, okay, whether expressed using words, sounds, writing, or even gesturing with sounds, okay. So the recipient is beneficial. This is when speech is beneficial to the recipient, okay. So we'll write it right here, okay, beneficial to okay, to the recipient. So it's beneficial to the recipient, okay. So this is the understanding of the linguist, okay. And this is with gesturing. For example, if you were to ask somebody a question and they nod their head, okay, yes, which means yes, and it's known that it means yes, okay, it benefits, it can answer a question, it benefits the recipient, it's beneficial to the recipient, even though no sound was uttered, even though there was no expression of a complete sentence, but their gesturing with their head implied yes, okay, so it's beneficial. So this is considered kalam to the linguist, okay, to the linguist they consider this kalam. Also, if you were to ask someone the location of say a supermarket or a gas station, and they were to point to a building, okay, they were to point to a location, even though they didn't pronounce any words, it was still beneficial because they showed you by pointing, and this would be considered kalam for the linguists, al-lughawiyyin, okay. The linguists would consider this kalam because it has it's beneficial. However, an-nahwiyyin, or the grammarians, they don't consider, or they don't agree with the gesturing or even writing a letter or pointing at something. They say that this doesn't qualify as al-kalam, okay. This does not qualify as al-kalam. So in that, al-kalam, or speech, is understood differently by these two different groups. So that's why we have the grammarians versus the linguists. The linguists, their understanding of kalam is different from the grammarians, okay. But here we're taking from the grammarians because we're studying nahu, and they are an-nahwiyyin. They are the Arabic grammarians. So this is their understanding, and their understanding is that al-kalam huwa lafz, okay. So that it must be expressed, that speech must be expressed, al-kalam, according to the grammarians, it must fulfill 4 conditions, and the first condition is that it's al-lafz, that is expressed. So we'll put a 1 right here, okay. So this is the first condition it must fulfill, okay. It must be pronounced, it must be expressed, okay. Second condition is that it is al-murakkab. Al-murakkab. Al-murakkab, it means that it must be composed, and we'll go into more detail into the definitions in our next video. 3 is that it's al-mufid, that is informative or beneficial, okay. And number 4 is that it is bil-wad'i, that it is assigned by assignment, or it's assigned meaning, okay. It's given assigned a particular meaning, okay. So this is the definition of an-nahwiyyin, the Arabic grammarians, okay. That speech, al-kalam, it huwa lafz, that al-murakkab, al-mufid bil-wad'i, okay, that it fulfills these 4 conditions. And inshallah ta'ala, we will go into these 4 conditions into detail in our next video, inshallah ta'ala. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.